I think we're good. Am I live? Hold on. Let's... Okay, there we go. Alright. Okay. We are gonna do... What are we doing? MSQ? I think MSQ is ideal. Finish that so I can go do the, maybe I can go do the seasonal event. I saw a fellow monk there in their puffy, poofy jacket thing, whatever you want to call that. And then here we're headed to the Alchemists? Yeah, Alchemists Guild. In order to go here. Everyone is waiting for you, adventurer. Everyone, huh? Ah, yes, everyone's here. Hello, Owen. You have my thanks, Matoka, for helping to defend Her Grace's good name and for sparing the Sultan-sworn further dishonor. I believe Master Papashan would like to thank you personally. Cutscene. Does it surprise you to see me dressed so, Matoka? I was once a Sultan-sworn, you know, though it's been 15 years since I put down my sword and took up the role of station master. It is a capacity in which I am no less proud to serve, lest you doubt. Whenever Her Grace ventures outside the gates, I have the honor of protecting her person. Never before had I seen her so despondent as when news of the crown's theft reached her ears. But thanks to your valiant efforts, she has returned to her former vibrant self. You have the gratitude of every Sultan-sworn, Matoka.
Exalted vessel of Nalthal, guardian of Thanalan, 17th ascendant to the throne of Uldar, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ulnamo presides.
Long live Nanamo!
Long live
Glory
Nanamo!
to the
Glory
Sultana!
to the Sultana!
Forever may she
Forever
reign!
may she reign!
They regaled me with tales of a champion amongst champions, once whose tireless service to the crown merited the highest honor we might bestow. Never did it occur to me that it might be you. Bring it forth! Betokening our gratitude and esteem, I, Nanamo Ulnamo, Sultana of Uldar, confer upon you this gift. Raoban?
Your Grace.
Yeah, there he is.
See to it that our champion is my personal guest at the banquet.
Raoban's a really cool guy.
As you command, Your Grace. If what they say is true, Uldar owes you a great debt. I am Raoban al-Din. With the consent of Her Grace, I oversee the affairs of the Sultanate. Brave souls are few and far between in these times. I count my blessings when I find one. Her Grace invites you to join her at the coming banquet. I trust I will see you there.
An honor!
Huzzah! Indeed.
Come, hero!
Until then, for the sake of Her Grace and the glory of the Sultanate, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
Oh, does my guy Owen not even have a voice actor? That's unfortunate. Oh, alright, quest complete. A matter of tradition. Owen would like to speak with you regarding the Sultana's invitation. By the 12, Matoka, for an adventurer to receive a personal invitation from Her Grace is unprecedented. Seats at these banquets are offered only to the most distinguished individuals. You will be dining with some of the most influential people in Ul'dah. There are, of course, certain protocols that must be observed, but I am no authority on them. Fear not, however, Mistress Mamodi has long been responsible for familiarizing foreign guests with our customs. Pray return to the quicksand and speak with her. She will tell you all you need know. My fellow Sultan Sworn and I must see to our own preparations. In the meantime, you should speak with Mistress Mamodi. She will explain to you the protocols that must be observed by all in attendance. Okay. Talk to Mamodi. And look how I'm dressed, though. I mean, I can't go there looking like this. Welcome back, Matoka, and congratulations on your invite to the big soiree. To be honest, I never imagined I'd be explaining these procedures to you. It's usually only foreign dignitaries who get to hear me prattle on and on about royal traditions. Any road, I know you're a busy woman, so I'll keep it short and sweet. In accordance with ancient custom, all guests to this banquet are required to wear a pair of ceremonial earrings. That just sounds weird. Made specially for the occasion. They're meant to symbolize... Actually, forget about that. This is meant to be the short version. Ahem. Being of a design unique to the occasion, the earrings serve as a security measure. The Sultan Sworn won't let you near the hall without them. Your set should be ready and waiting for you at the Goldsmith's Guild. Mistress Serendipity is expecting you, so you'll want to head down there now. Once you've got them, bring them back here and we'll continue. Okay, she doesn't say anything different. No quest-specific dialogue outside of what she already said. Hello, Serendipity. Greetings, is there something I can help you with? Ah, Matoka, your earrings are right here. I crafted them myself, I'll have you know. I think you'll be very pleased. In case Mistress Mamodi didn't warn you, the box is locked, and I am not permitted to give you the key. It's a final safeguard, you see. Only designated individuals are authorized to distribute the earrings to guests. In this instance, the person in question is none other than Mistress Mamodi. So you will need to ask her to open the box on your behalf. Pardon the inconvenience, but the Sultan Sworn take Her Grace's safety very seriously. Okay. Do not disturb me. Can you not see that I am building a device to measure the fluctuations of the land's ether? What am I saying? Of course you can't. Bloody simpleton. That guy's a jerk. Sorry, I was checking messages on Discord. Or answering them, rather. Just marking them as read. Picked up your earrings yet, Matoka? A tiny box carved from a single piece of rosewood. Let me just Gasp. Well, now, looks like the guildmaster outdid herself with this pair. You'd best take good care of these earrings. If they fell into the wrong hands, gods only know what might happen. Now then, I hope you're feeling sociable, Matoka, because you're about to hobnob with Ul'dah's elite. Let me know when you're ready to head to the banquet. Anything that doesn't look awful? I guess I'm just gonna be dressed up like this. I mean, I am but a humble adventurer. I shouldn't dress up for it. A royal reception. Momodi wants to see you off to the banquet. This is it, Matoka, your big debut in Ul'dah high society. The banquet is being held in the Fragrant Chamber. Head over to the Royal Promenade and Bartholomew will show you in. Oh, but be sure to put on your earrings first or he'll send you packing. Right, well, I reckon that's everything. Just try not to let all the pomp and ceremony get to you. Just be yourself and you'll be fine. I'm actually going to talk to him without the earrings on first, just to see what the dialogue is like. The banquet hosted by Her Grace the Sultana is due to begin shortly. Attendance is by invitation only. Please make way for arriving guests. Ahem. I must ask you step away from the doors, madam. If you have received an invitation, pray consider the terms of admission. The 12 save you if you have misplaced the relevant articles. I can only imagine how horrified Mistress Serendipity would be if she had to furnish you with another pair. Okay, yeah. I gotta put these on. A banquet hosted by her A banquet hosted by Her Grace the Sultana is due to begin shortly. Okay, he said that already. We are honored to receive you, my lady. Please proceed inside. I most assuredly look out of place. Exceptionally so.
All hail the Sultana! Your Grace.
Raoban? By right of the Royal House of Ul, I, Nanamo, 17th of my line, have summoned you here. We are graced this day by the presence of a hero to Ul'dah and dear friend to the crown. Honored guests, I give you our champion! And with that, I bid you enjoy the feast.
Not to spoil your appetite, but Ul'dah is hardly so bountiful as this meal would have you believe. While we gorge ourselves, children starve in the streets. Nor can Her Grace do aught to help them. She is thwarted at every turn by those on the Syndicate who derive their wealth from the workers' poverty. Beneath her mask of stately serenity, she is aghast at the plight of her subjects. But there will be no hope for the masses until the crown is restored to power. I am truly grateful for all you have done for Ul'dah, but there is so much more to do. That light, what is it?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, it
So
came from my
bright.
chest.
Almost like by the 12. Tell me true, have you been troubled by strange dreams of late? Visions of the crystal? Mayhap you put them down to an excess of ether? Yes, you are like they were. Allow me to explain. Before you came to Eorzea, there were others like you who fought the primals. Though they were not of this land, when the Guardian Empire threatened the realm, they helped bring together the three grand companies. And they stood with us at Cartano, that fateful day 5 years ago. The day we lost them. None who survived have forgotten the heroes' sacrifice. Nor would any man deny they fought alongside us. But the names of these heroes come not to our lips. The once familiar pages of their story are now blank to us. And in our mind's eye, their faces are naught but silhouettes amid a blinding glare. It is for this reason that we have come to call them the Warriors of Light. When I look at you, I cannot help but think of them, and of what you might achieve. You must protect that crystal at all costs. It is a gift from Hydaelyn, Mother of All, and one she gave to you for a reason. Yours is no ordinary tale. If I am right, the fate of the realm may yet hang upon your deeds. Only heroes and martyrs are fit to bear such a burden. Let us pray you are the former.
I really don't want to be either of those things, but most especially I don't want to be a hero. I don't want the fate of the world to be placed on my shoulders. Why can't I just be a normal adventurer?
Flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold! Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas.
I really like
Bid 'em
Merle
hold that
Vips,
position,
a
though it
Realm
cost them
Reborn
their
voice actor.
lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
You definitely saw something, Kanai Senna.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn! Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you! This is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. God preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
Gods damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me!
Oh, I only think of Metal Gear Solid when I hear that. Snake!
Damn it! Damn it all to the 7th hell!
This voice acting sure did not age well.
Can they not be reached?
Barracudas.
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir.
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
Why are you yelling at them?
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louis Soir. To your positions.
Kaspamul, Sogin Moise Donzul. Logalo, Asawad Deken Bet Mubut. Imarat way, Kiskat Toga Hats Wadodons. Sis Nigem, Fisdun the only Lamrai Sadai Don.
How you feeling, Matoka? They said you fainted in the middle of one of the general's stories. I had to have you carried back to the hourglass. I reckon you made quite an impression on your fellow guests, though. Probably not the sort you intended. You sure you're getting enough rest, Matoka? The life of an adventurer can be pretty taxing. Any road, I'm glad to see you're back to normal. No offense, but looking after you was getting a bit tiresome. Oh, before I forget, the General left a message for you. Said that when you're feeling up to it, you should come and see him at the Hall of Flames. Probably wants to finish the story he was telling you when you fell asleep. Oh yeah, while I'm here, I should do this. Oh, of course. Well, no, I should keep the Helmet of Light for now while I have jobs that are below level 10. So I'll hold on to it for the time being. It's fine. I'll run to the Hall of Flames. It's not that far away. I've been waiting for you, Matoka. I trust you are fully recovered? Good, because there is much work to be done. Work that I would have you do. Listen well, Matoka, this will take some time to explain. The Uldan Envoy. Ralban means to entrust you with a task of the utmost import. I prepared these letters for my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. "5 years ago, we looked on, powerless, as our brothers and sisters were taken from us at Cartano. First by the Garleans, and then by the thrice-damned Primal called forth by their treachery. Not a day goes by that I do not think of my fallen comrades, and of the Warriors of Light, of whom no trace remains. The tragedies of the Calamity are not so easily forgotten, nor should they be. And remembering all we've lost, we're reminded of what we still have. And so I mean to mark the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Cartano with a memorial service honoring the fallen. It is my hope that my counterparts in the Alliance will agree to do the same. And I would have you bear my words to them as my personal envoy. Why you? Because your deeds mark you out as the nearest thing I have to a warrior of light. Don't call me that. I don't want to be it. That's just it. I can think of none more worthy of the role. The question is, will you accept it? You don't even get an option. You just nod and agree to it. I forgot, apparently, how few dialogue options there are in A Realm Reborn. You will journey to Gridania and Lemza as my official representative. Now that's a great many moms to travel, but I've neither the time nor patience to wait around while you do it on foot. I hereby grant you permission to use the airship routes connecting the 3 city-states. This pass serves as proof of your privilege. Gone are the days when airship travel was available to all. The ever-present threat of Imperial attack has forced us to impose drastic restrictions out of concern for public safety. These passes are only granted when circumstance demands it, as in this case. Though there were others who insisted you be granted one regardless. I, Matoka, I am not alone in seeing it. Your potential is plain. But I have said enough. In the name of the Sultana, I bid you go forth. See for yourself the wonders of the realm for which the warriors of light risked all. Rise to your calling and fulfill your promise. I just wanted to be an adventurer. That's it. What calling? What promise? I didn't make any promise. And should your path be barred by man or beast, strike fast and true, for victory belongs to the bold. Now go, Matoka, and heed the crystal's guidance should you ever lose your way. See that those letters reach the Admiral and the Elder Seedseer, Matoka. I would have all of Eorzea remember the fallen. Time to speak with Momodi. Ah, back from your meeting with Raoban, are you? What did the big man have to say? Oh, well, he called me a hero and said I had to honor a promise I don't remember making. Spoke of my fate and all this other stuff. Is that a fact? Personal envoy of the Flame General himself. So you'll be bearing the great man's words to the leaders of the Alliance, will you? And by airship. Bugger me, that's an honor and a half, that is. But I can't think of anyone who deserves it more. Did I really do that much? I'm proud of you, Matoka, I truly am. Now, I dare say Raoban told you this, but not many people get to go on airships these days. In fact, most folk go to their graves having never once seen Eorzea from above. Poor buggers shuffle off to meet fowl, having never known the blues of Lemza-Lemenza's shimmering seas, or the myriad greens of leafy Gridania. But not you, Matoka. You'll see those sights and more, and everywhere you go you'll find fascinating folk with fascinating tales to tell. The people you meet, the places you go, savor those experiences. They are priceless all. Saying that, it'd be remiss of me if I didn't remind you to be careful out there. Ul'dah ain't the only place beset by troubles, as you'll discover when you visit Lemza and Gridania. Truth be told, that might well be exactly what the General wants you to realize. I think he knows what kind of woman you are, Matoka. He doesn't know anything about me. And what kind's that, you ask? Why, the kind that can't resist sticking her nose in other people's business, of course, and don't you ever go change it. Y'all are making a lot of assumptions about Matoka. My goodness. Safe travels, Matoka. I'll see you when you get back. I ain't never coming back. Alright. Airship land. That's not true. I really like Momodi. But I forgot, honestly, like how many assumptions they make about your character. It's honestly kind of silly. Alright. Eleonora. Greetings, madam. This is the reservation counter for passengers traveling to Lemza-Lemenza. If I'm not mistaken, you are the Flame General's envoy, Matoka Inoki, yes? Highwind Skyways is at your service. Will you be flying with us today? Yes. I like that you don't get to come here very often, unless you're doing this particular quest. Okay. Walk the plank. Board the airship, yes. Attention all passengers, the airship bound for Limsa Laminsa is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. I do really like this cutscene though, it's very nice. I would think that you'd want to sit down. Oh, that bird that was flying nearby, I thought that was a bug on my screen. When first we met beneath the Sultan tree, I sensed there was something unusual about her. I wonder if they will feel the same. Godspeed, Matoka. Godspeed. If I'm right, they'll be singing your praises from here to the Far Reach before long. What is the Far Reach? But you always walk in the light of the crystal. I don't remember what the Far Reach is. Castrum Occident. Oh, interesting. Okay. It's where the Hellsguard Rogadin come from. Ah, yes. The judges.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance. We are of one mind, Lord Van Balthar.
Oh wow, I didn't think they showed that as early as they did. That's very...
Please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus' plan.
Oh, this motherfucker.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Arthur, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume?
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all.
Nero is such a piece of shit.
This mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland. Soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
It's very convenient that we go here first, because this is where the event takes place. I actually always forget how to get out of here. I think I do this every single time, or I struggle to figure it. Oh, there we go. Hello. Ah, you must be the envoy from Ul'dah. Welcome to Limsa Laminsa, madam. Admiral Blofisvin awaits your arrival. I think that's how you say her name. Merlvib Blofisvin. You are the Ul'dah envoy? Welcome to Limsa Laminsa. The Admiral has been looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed to the Crow's Lift at your earliest convenience. It will take you to Bulwark Hall. Once there, pray speak with Xanthe. He will be pleased to show you into the Admiral's command room on the bridge. Okay. So, many moons ago, when I had a PlayStation 4, this would have been the laggiest place for me to go. And it would have taken me an absolute eternity to load. But now it's not so bad. It loads fast. And I have nothing to really worry about. And I think I have to finish the Uldan Envoy before I can do any seasonal event quests. So let's do that. Hello, Xanthael. Greetings, madam, and welcome to our fair city. If you would permit me to examine the seal on the missive you carry... Oh yeah. A letter addressed to Leminson Admiral Merlvib Blofisvin. Yes, everything seems to be in order. My apologies. We cannot afford to be complacent, you understand. Please, step this way. I'm not much of a voice actor, so... These aren't always going to be professional readings.
Enter. So the silver-tongued merchants send an adventurer to speak for them. It appears the Uldans place great faith in you. This way. I bid you welcome. I am Melvib Blufisvin, Admiral of Limso Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom.
Okay, Blufisvin.
Now, what news from Thanalan?
Oh, it's already unvoiced, okay. A memorial service to honor the fallen. Seven hells. Has it been 5 years? 5 years since the Garlean Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp? It was in answer to the Imperial threat that the city-states formed the Grand Companies and forged the Eorzean alliance anew. But Garlemald was not content to wager all on a simple contest of martial might. They had other plans, the Meteor Project. Legatus Nael von Darnus, Hell's Taken, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon Dalamud from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to the Cartano Flats, and there met the 7th Imperial Legion in battle. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Cartano, and I have seen full many. But though we gave no quarter, spared not one ounce of effort, we could not prevent what followed. From inside the shell of Dalamud came a winged nightmare, a dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the elder primal Bahamut, bent on making an 8th hell of Eorzea. In the space of a breath, the legions of the Empire were set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. 'Twas as if the whole world was burning. Words cannot well describe the scene. And yet, by some miracle, a few among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smoldering land was warped beyond all knowing. When Archon Louisoix... were Archon Louisoix still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on these unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not, and I fear we will want for his wisdom in the days to come. For while our nations struggle to recover from the devastation, the beastmen call forth their damned primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared. And I speak not only of the beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperials crowd our borders, waiting to strike. Damn it all, we need champions to replace those we lost. But such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short, and none will save us, save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea, and this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. Raubon has the right of it. I accept his proposal. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I will see to it that the Flame General receives my reply. Travel next to Gridania, yes? Pray give my regards to the Elder Seedseer. Oh, and tell her the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest, and one in poor taste, but I would have you tell it all the same. Fare you well, Matoka. May the Navigator guide you on your journey. Alright. Oh, I can't... Can I do the... I'm gonna go down here, because I want to check. Or I'm gonna go up, rather. Do I have access to it? Oh, Heaven's Turn Trivia, I do. Okay. Alright, we're taking a short detour on this very important diplomatic mission that I got sent on to do a seasonal event. Hello there, Heavy Bugyo. Heaven's Turn Trivia. The Heavy Bugyo wishes to test your knowledge of Heaven's Turn customs. This quest is available for a limited time only. My, you look ready for all manner of arduous journeys and feats of valor. An adventurer, perchance? Pray forgive my idle speculation. I am known as the Heavy Bugyo, and along with my fellow delegates have come to these shores that we might share our Heaven's Turn customs with the fine folk of Eorzea. Also, pardon my pronunciation if I say any of these names wrong. I don't actually know how to say things very, very well in the way I'm presuming they would be pronounced from the Othardian peoples. Both our peoples mark the turning of one year to the next, but how we do so differs in a few key respects. In Eorzean tradition, the 12 choose one of their number to guide the realm throughout the coming year. In the Far East, however, custom dictates we honor one of the 12 noble beasts. Chinese New Year. This year's totem is none other than the Hebi, although the term snake might be more familiar to Eorzean ears. Where I hail from, this oft-reviled creature represents longevity and regeneration, owing to the miraculous manner in which the Hebi emerges anew, time and time again, after shedding its skin. That many and more may benefit from the noble beast's blessings, my fellow delegates and I have devised what we hope will be an entertaining little event. I present to you the inaugural Slithery Trivia Trial. Participants will wend their way snake-like through the city streets and answer the questions posed by the trivia taskmasters they encounter. I have bid my sisters, the 3 Heavy Yoriki, await their charges at certain locations throughout Limsa Lominsa. I like that she's asleep. She just looks confused. As for you, adventurer, I urge you seek them out and put your knowledge of Far Eastern customs to the test, and rest assured that an auspicious prize is yours for the taking should you succeed. I get it. Consider it a means of stocking up on good fortune before your next foray out into the world. How about it? Have I piqued your interest? This little event of ours is first and foremost about promoting insight and understanding. To that end, should you find yourself stumped during the quiz, simply say so, and my sisters will provide a helpful hint. It rains a lot when I do seasonal events. I want people to know that I quite often deal with rain on seasonal events. If it is a perfect score you seek, you may also wish to speak with the Hebi Doshin and acquire the knowledge you need. First quizmaster you shall face is the eldest of my younger sisters, the Blue Hebi Yoriki. You'll find her a short distance north of here. Pray shed your misgivings and venture forth. The blue heavy Yoriki is waiting just north of here. What question lies in store for you? There's only one way to find out. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of gil right now. Alright, Hebi Doshin. Good morrow to you, my lady. I am the Hebi Doshin, a member of a far eastern delegation, come to share our traditions of Heaven's Turn with the good people of Eorzea. If there is aught you would know of this year's celebration, you need only ask. What do you do here? At the turning of the year, a small delegation of our people will journey to Eorzea to celebrate the coming of Heaven's Turn, and in so doing, strengthen the bonds of friendship between Eorzea and the Far East. This year, our leader, the Hebi Bugyo, has planned a uniquely entertaining quiz that delves into all manner of Heaven's Turn trivia. Pray test your knowledge and mark this most auspicious of occasions. What is Heaven's Turn? You are unfamiliar with this festival? The tradition has a rich history which dates back centuries, but I do not wish to bore you, so I shall try and keep my summation brief. Heaven's Turn is a celebration that marks the start of a new year, though the way in which it is observed differs from region to region. Here in Eorzea, it is said that the 12 select one among them to keep vigil over the realm until the next passing of the 12 moons. I believe this year it is Limlane, Watcher of the Seas and Goddess of Navigation, who has been charged with this duty. In the Far East, however, the changing of the year is heralded by one of 12 totem animals. As you have no doubt discerned from my helm, this year we pay homage to the revered Hebi. I speak of the creature you would know better as a snake. Oh, hello. I come seeking knowledge. Say no more, pray listen carefully. We Far Easterners are fond of our superstitions, one of which concerns the Hebi, a creature said to bestow great fortune upon all who behold one. But Hebi are as multifarious as they are scaly, and while each species has their merits, white Hebi in particular are revered for their rarity. But there is one serpent that stands, or rather slithers, above the rest, and that is the fabled great white Tsuchinoko, luck-giver supreme. Traditionally, the people of Hingashi have used rice cakes to decorate their homes and represent the creature when praying for its blessings. Alas, in modern times, sightings of the real serpent have all but ceased. Okay, goodness gracious. So much reading. Now, I know every answer to this because I've done this at least 8 other times. The bracing ocean air, the hustle, and the bustle. What a marvelous place. I do hope my dear sisters and I get a chance to do some sightseeing. Oh, I keep getting caught up in the charms of this fair city. I have a question for you, slithery trivia trial contender. Ahem. Let me see. Ready? As you are no doubt aware, the snake is considered a most auspicious creature in my native Hingashi. But what blessing can one hope to receive from the humble Hebi? I actually think it's fair fortune. But I'm gonna ask her for a hint because I've never seen the dialogue. I could do with some help. Very well, I shall give you a hint. In the Far East, snakes are said to be emissaries of the god of luck. Pray think on that before you're offering your answer. Fair fortune. Wonderful, simply wonderful. Snakes are indeed said to be bringers of fortune. By the way, there exists one scalekin in particular known to lavish extra helpings of luck on those who encounter it, the Tsuchinoko. Where other serpents are sleek and slender, the Tsuchinoko is broad and bulbous. Alas, few have ever laid eyes upon its decidedly unsnake-like form. Anyhow, that brings my section of the quiz to an end. You'll find my younger sister, my goodness, the yellow Hebi Yoriki by the Drowning Wench. Pay her a visit for the next round of the Slithery Trivia Trial. The next quizmaster is my sister, the yellow Hebi Yoriki. You should be able to find her by the tavern, the Drowning Wench. Pray speak with her. First things first. Let me not touch this rock. What good? And done. Now we shall head over to the yellow snake. Oh, goodness. By the Kami, this city is absolutely packed with people. Tis enough to send you dizzy. Ah, give me a moment, contender. You're aware that this snake is a symbol of luck, yes? Well, some snakes are luckier than others, and they happen to have one thing in common, their color. Any guesses as to what that might be? I haven't the foggiest. How about a hint? Fine, I'll take pity on you. Apparently there are a pair of snakes this very same color on the Gradanian flag. Oh. They are white, though. I don't... Are they white on the Gradanian flag? Interesting. Very good. White is the correct answer. White snakes are rare, mystical creatures, hence the association with good fortune. But when it comes to rarity and mystique, there's one snake that deserves special mention. The elusive great white Tsuchinoko. In times past, people would pray to the lucky serpent in hope of receiving its blessings. In the past 100 years or so, though, there hasn't been a single recorded sighting of the creature. Its existence is all but a fable these days. Anyway, you have just one question left. Head to the Bismarck to see my little sister, the Red Hebi Yoriki. The Red Hebi Yoriki, the youngest of we 4 sisters, if you must know, is by the Bismarck. Don't keep her waiting too long. Ah, what heavenly smells. I must remember to visit the Bismarck and pick up a few tasty treats for my sisters. There you are, contender. I've been waiting for you. I hope you're ready for the last question. I assume you heard all about how we Far Easterners used to revere the great white Tsuchinoko, yes? I'm guessing my sister has also told you how there's been nary a sighting for over a century now. A crying shame, I tell you. Still, the people of Hingashi, being the resourceful people they are, found a suitable surrogate to pay respects to during Heaven's turn. Any ideas as to what they might have turned to? A nudge in the right direction would be much appreciated. If you insist, I'll say this. Our Heaven's Turn decorations involve one thing stacked on top of another. That does not give you a really good hint, but it's rice cakes. Rice cakes, precisely. To be honest with you, I'm surprised an Eorzean would even have an inkling. Color me impressed. When I say cake, you're probably thinking of something nice and light, but the rice cakes we decorate our homes with during Heaven's Turn in Hingashi are rock hard. We take one pebbly hard rice cake and stack it on top of another. You have to use your imagination a little, but they're supposed to look like the great white Tsuchinoko itself. Well, that brings us to the end of the Slithery Trivia Trial. Thanks for taking part. We can't forget your prize now, can we? For your efforts, a gift born of the finest, painstaking Hingashi craftsmanship. And it'll be all yours in a matter of moments. Hold on. Blast! I could have sworn we had plenty left. Under normal circumstances, you'd be walking away with an exquisite white Tsuchinoko ornament, positively overflowing with good fortune. But surrounded by all these enticing scents, I completely forgot to restock. My big sister is going to be livid. That wasn't there before. I love that thing. Look how squishy it is. Oh, seems there was one left after all. Phew. Sorry about all that. Anyhow, it's all yours. Oh, and, it's impertinent to even ask, I know, but could I trouble you to tell my sister, the Hebi Bugyo, I mean, that I've run out of prizes? I'd happily fetch more myself. But I ought to stay here just in case another trivia challenger shows up. So, can I count on you? I suppose. Much obliged. May the Kami guide you. Go and tell my sister, that is to say the Hebi Bugyo, that I need to restock. Okay. I don't know how to say no, so I just do everything I'm told. First thing I'm going to do is activate the Marauders Guild Ethernet shard. Am I to understand that my sister allowed prize supplies to run out and asked you to report this fact to me in her stead? Yeah, that's about the long and short of it. Clearly my efforts at disciplining her have fallen short of the mark. I must redouble my efforts. Please accept my sincere apologies. I shall send someone along forthwith to replenish our stocks. Ah, what have we here? Did you perhaps drop your prize? Oh, it stopped raining. Mochi! Mochi! By the Kami! Our prizes may be exquisitely crafted, but they are mere ornaments. They do not possess the faculty for speak or locomotion, I assure you. Which leads me to think, could this be the fabled great white Tsuchinoko of yore, unseen and unheard of for generations? To think I'd live to see the day. What a wonderfully auspicious occasion this is. But I must say, it is passing strange that the great white Tsuchinoko should appear in Eorzea of all places. Perhaps it found its way on board our delegation's vessel before we set sail. I love this little guy. He's so goofy looking. Perhaps you would be willing to take the creature with you on your journey? Of course. You can't say no to that. Of course, for our delegation, the Sacred Serpent's coming is an event of great historical importance. Nevertheless, we cannot discount the notion that the Great White Tsuchinoko chose to appear before you in particular, that you might benefit from its blessings. Besides, it appears quite taken with you. Mochi! Mochi! I love that little guy, he's so goofy. Before I forget, I should point out that the Omikuji are available to draw for the rest of the Heaven's Turn season. It might prove to be a delightful distraction ere matters great and small call you to the road once again. Not that you need fear drawing a less than encouraging fortune. Nay, with the great white Tsuchinoko at your side, you are sure to overcome any hardships that come slithering your way. I get it. You have my heartfelt thanks for joining in with this humble endeavor of ours. May the hallowed Hebi guide you on the path of fortune till the heavens turn once again. The Far Eastern Omikujishi... Oh my gods. The Far Eastern Omikujishi is offering his services for the remainder of the Heaven's Turn festivities this year. Speak with him to see what fortune has in store for you after your rendezvous with the Great White Tsuchinoko. Great White Serpent of Squidge. I love that achievement name. It's so good. Sorry, Dagger, but I have to have the Great White Tsuchinoko out. Oh, who are you? Mochi Daikon. Well met, you're speaking with the Mochi Daikon. I must say, it's a delight to see all the interest this event has generated. And I heard all about your encounter with the Great White Tsuchinoko. How auspicious. Ah, I don't suppose I could interest you in some advent cakes? They can't compete with the squidgy serpent itself when it comes to fortune, but they're a good deal luckier than your average treat, that's for sure. I mean, you could have given me one. Papa, they said there'd be prizes. I suppose we could give it a go together. I'm almost too scared to look at my fortune. Oh, for the love of, just look at the bleeding thing already. So, I won't see any of this on this character, because I haven't unlocked any of it, and I haven't actually met them formally, but, Byako is here, and Seryu are here, disguised in animal mascot costumes. Let's go see the sights. Forget that, I'm hungry. Now, be civil. And Suzaku's not here, which I think is very funny. And I was joking with one of my friends that the reason Suzaku isn't here is because she has an insatiable bloodlust, and she is waiting and preparing for her unreal trial to cause all of us endless pain and suffering. Right, so I'm going to talk to the Far Eastern Omikujishi. Hello there. Greetings, my friend. I deal in omikuji, traditional Far Eastern fortunes. Would you care to draw one? Learn about the origin... Oh, wait, it's going to be a lot of talking again. Okay. Let me get some water first. Omikuji date back thousands of years. 'Tis said that 12 beasts of Far Eastern legend, known locally as messengers of the divine, once appeared before a monk in his dreams, and imparted to him 12 divine revelations each. Believing the vast wisdom bestowed upon him was not his alone to keep, the monk compiled each of the 12 revelations from the 12 beasts into fortunes, 144 all told, and then began a journey to spread this knowledge to others for the benefit of all. As he traveled the land, word of the fortune spread far and wide throughout the Far East. That, my friend, is how Omikuji came to be. Learn about the Omikujishi. I am but a man who, over the course of many winters, has come to find himself enthralled by the mysteries surrounding the number 12. The 12 beasts of the Far East, the 12 deities of Eorzea, and the 12 surnames of Viera males. Do you not find your own curiosity piqued by how the number appears in myriad cultures around the star? I did not know that there were 12 surnames of Viera males, nor do I know the significance of that. I cannot help but wonder if there is some connection we have yet to discover. It was during my journey to uncover this mystery that I discovered the Omikuji, and it is the Omikuji which have led me to where I stand today. Ah, I neglected to tell you my name. It is Kinpira at present, though we Viera who have chosen the venture from our homeland are prone to changing our names on a whim. I am a rather unusual case. I switch between 12 different names depending on the outlook of my fortune. Wow, that's gotta be hard to keep track of. Draw Omikuji. You may draw as many as you like, but know that you must pay a fee of 100 gil per draw. We're doing it once, then. Pay 100 gil to draw a lot. Yes. Very good. I shall be happy to oblige. I wonder if they're gonna get a better fortune than I did on my other characters. Oh, gods, misfortune. Okay. Thou shalt experience misfortune. Heed these words of guidance, and thy luck may change. Adventure, renew thy spirit beyond the horizon. Relationships, thou shalt waver in the face of affection. Prosperity, games of chance do not favor thee. Abide in patience. Conflict, be magnanimous in thine encounters. Favor, to rise above hardships as tumultuous as the navigator's raging waves, thou must bide thy time. Oh, that sucks. How did you fare? Whether it was the desired result or otherwise, I pray the words imparted by the fortune serve to guide you in the coming days. Oh, goodness. I got grave misfortune on Sylvia, so it's honestly the worst I could have gotten. No. Nope, we're not going to do another one. Oh, Rowena's here. Oh, Chloe's here. I haven't even met Chloe yet, and she's here. That's funny. Hello, Chloe. Chloe used to think snakes were awful squirmy, scaly beasts, but thanks to those fellows from the Far East, I think I've had a change of heart. Apparently there's this one serpent, the great white Tsuchinoko, that's almost impossible to find. Though Chloe bets with all the adventuring you do, you'll come across it sooner or later. You've already crossed paths with it? That's incredible. Yeah, it's literally right behind me, Chloe. Got some time before my next meeting, figured I'd give this slithery trivia trial a shot. Heard there's a lucky little something waiting at the end of the quiz, too. Claiming something bestows good fortune, well, that's hardly something you can prove, right? But folks have been lining up to get their hands on a prize. Which got me thinking, clearly there's a demand for lucky bits and bobs if I get the word out that my goods magically help with money woes, or something to that effect. People will happily hand over an extra gill or two. I'll be raking it in. I fuck you, Rowena. You are such a piece of shit. I don't have a good singing voice, so I'm not going to repeat any of that. But I don't think I've ever seen that NPC before. How about I give you a little hint? Supplies are running low again. Okay. And that's the end. That's the end of that quest. So now what I'm going to do is go get the Ethernet shards around here. And honestly, after that, I'll probably stop streaming. This was just meant to be a very short foray. Nothing too intense. And now we'll take the path to the Fisherman's Guild. And I think I'll mark that as a stream. Got a decent amount of things accomplished. We now have access to the other city-states and the other classes that I can unlock and start leveling, particularly Warrior, which is my favorite and the most important one for me. You have attuned yourself to all the Ethernet shards in Limsa Lamensa. The Zephyr Gate, the Tempest Gate, and the airship landing are now accessible as Ethernet destinations. I still have to stand here and wait for this. Okay, I should... Hold on. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have that on my hotbar so that I can use it every time I end a stream. So, that's the end. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.